Hi everyone. We are going to start in next 4 minutes. Okay, so let's wait for everyone to join. Okay, hi everyone. I'm audible. Please confirm in the chat. Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Hi, sir. Good
I'm
evening.
audible.
Yes, audible.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir, audible.
Yes, sir.
Atul sir, hello.
Yes.
अतुल सर, प्रीवियस क्लास का नोट्स और CCNA का बुक चाहिए था. मैं प्रीवियस क्लास ज्वाइन नहीं कर पाया था. मुझे
ठीक है, Rahul. We'll discuss. Guys, how many of you do not understand Hindi? Because if everyone understand Hindi, I'll convert this batch in Hindi. Anyone who do not understand, please speak up, else I will start teaching in Hindi.
Yes, sir. I don't understand Hindi, sir.
You don't understand?
Yes, sir, I do.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, I don't.
speak loudly.
I
Sir,
don't.
I do not understand.
No, sir. I don't know.
Sir, I will
Okay,
more
okay. So
comfortable
guys,
in English.
so there are few guys who do not understand Hindi. It means automatically this batch is
English.
common sense is that this batch is now English batch. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm from the US. I don't understand.
Yes, and even I'm from US. Actually, I came India 20 years back.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I have a
Let's
quick
start.
question for you.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
So I went ahead and update to the network engineering path, and so the CCNP and the Zoom will, and the Palo Alto will automatically start right after this, or what? Or
Yes. After CCNA, you will start CCNP plus firewalls. If you have taken our network engineer combo.
okay, I just upgraded like your.
Oh,
suggestion.
great, man. Congrats.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so guys, let's start the topic. This is our day one official class. Okay. So earlier I have covered the network fundamental, but today is going to be the day one for CCNA. Yes, everyone. Have you completed the basic fundamental class, what we have taken last week? If not, please watch the video in your portal. Okay. That video recording also available on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. Sir, last time you said that there will be a PDF which will be shared by you, right?
Sri, I'll share today. Okay.
Okay.
I'll share by today itself, everything. Okay.
Uh,
So this is our final batch. Even I'm sharing a WhatsApp group link in the chat. You guys can join that WhatsApp group. Okay. I think I'll share that WhatsApp group link after the class. Okay. So can we start now? If you guys give me permission to start.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, so guys, put yourself on mute. Okay, I am not muting everyone, so it's better everyone understand how to mute or unmute yourself. So whenever you have a doubt, you can raise hand and then you can unmute yourself. Okay, but when I'm in flow, so don't interrupt the session and try to ask all relevant questions. Don't ask a cloud right now because we are going to focus in CCNA right now. Okay, do not ask a career related questions right now because we are going to focus on the content, technical content. But between the class or after the, so I would recommend everyone to ask a career related question after the class. Okay, everyone. Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, so I'm sure everyone knows now why they are learning CCNA. So why you guys are learning CCNA? To become network engineer, everyone, or you guys are also learning because your company is asking you to do CCNA. Anyone here who is like from already who is network engineer? Anyone here
Yes.
who is already a network engineer?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what do you exactly do in your day-to-day job?
Screenshot लेती हूँ.
Backup, network devices backup.
Sir, I worked in a knock, Airtel knock.
So what do you do?
Basically consult with field engineers about any type of alarms. And currently I am planning for ECI.
Okay.
And coordinating with ISP providers, sir. Tata, Micronet, and BSNL and all.
Okay. Means you guys are doing the network monitoring part, but not too much configurations, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, sir.
Correct, sir. Correct.
Hi, sir. I have also
Okay, and
worked
many
with
of you are from desktop support. They want to upgrade into network career, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Great,
Sometimes
great.
quality things, but yeah, not too much.
Okay,
yes, sir.
Vivek.
As I'm working as Cisco client, we are just monitoring bug actually. What is the impact and what should be the workaround? And
Okay, Rajiv is saying, can I ask my doubt in Hindi? You can answer in English. It's okay. Rajiv, so if you feel like you're not comfortable in English, still it's a good platform to speak up in English. Okay, it will help you to improve your comm skills also. Yes, the class is going to start now. Okay, so right now, guys, I'll start with the very basic fundamental. What is introduction to networking? Okay. So when we talk about network, what does a network mean? When we are connecting the computers, mobile phones. Okay, so let me share one. Yeah. So I'll create your notes also. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so this is a day. I would say this was a day 0. The previous class today is I will consider as a day 1. Okay, so let's start. Day 1 CCNA. Okay, so guys, as of all of you know, like what is network? A network connects computer, mobile, peripheral devices. What is peripheral devices, Abhinav? What do you mean by peripheral devices? Printers. Okay, so printers or the extra components of computers are called peripheral devices. Okay, so when network, what is network? A network connects computer, mobile phones, peripheral devices, even the IoT devices. What is IoT? Guys, can you give me example of IoT devices?
home automation.
Google Home and Alexa is IoT device.
Yes, sir, that is.
yes,
Oh, great.
Those
IoT is the
CCTV
Internet of
cameras,
Things which
internet
can be
as well, internet
controlled
which is
from
there.
your voice and it is connected to internet. That is IoT devices. Okay.
Security
installing the
alarms,
some
door
sensor,
alarms.
we can get the data, sir.
Yes, sensors. There are a lot of IoT devices, but the basic example is Google and Alexa. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Sir, can CCTV camera be IoT?
Not exactly, but the smart CCTV cameras can be considered as IoT devices. Okay.
Sir, what about the Raspberry Pi?
What?
Raspberry Pi is a board, I think.
Raspberry Pi is micro.
Okay, Raspberry Pi. See, Raspberry Pi is a small computer where you can control all other small devices. Okay, we'll discuss later on. Okay, let's focus here. Okay, so now when we talk about switches, okay, so when we talk about switches, router, okay, when we talk about switch, the router and the wireless access point, which gives which convert the cable connection into wireless devices are the essential network basics. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Or you can say are the essential network basic devices. Yes or no?
Sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So how you connect your computer, mobile phone, peripheral devices, IoT, like in a company network, they will be connected with some router, switches, or with the wireless devices, right?
Yes, sir.
So when the devices connect to your network, can communicate with each other? Yes or no?
Yes.
So suppose I would say devices connect to your network, can communicate with another or other network, that is called internet. Yes. So when we say through them, so from these devices, from the computers, okay, so a network basically when you connect multiple computers, when you connect a lot of mobile phones with some wireless devices, like maybe you have wireless router at your home. Okay, so these are the basic building blocks of a network. And when these devices communicate with other network, like suppose your computer communicate with Google, so you guys can open facebook.com or Instagram. So what you guys are doing? you will be able to access other company networks, because Facebook, Google are other company network. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
when you communicate with another networks, okay, so these are devices, router, switches and all. So these devices will help you to connect with other different network. That the best example is internet. Is this
Sir,
clear, everyone?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, please.
What is the difference between home router and the router which connects to switches?
See, it totally depends. If you using the small router at your home, okay, so that is basically not a proper router. That is a combination of router, switch and wireless access point. That is called ADSL.
Yes, sir.
That is not a proper router. That is not a router. Basically, it has a routing capability, but that device is called ADSL. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. So guys, you can see this example. What is happening here? Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now tell me what you guys can see here. So now you can see there is a home LAN network. There is a home. Suppose this is your home. There are some mobile users which are using 3G, 4G connections. Okay. There are a few companies which are like, this is their main office. Can you see that head office of any company? Let's take an example. This is the head office of Cisco, and this is a branch office of Cisco in other city or maybe other country. So what you guys can understand from this image, guys? Can anybody explain me? What do you guys can explain? There is an internet.
Yes.
And internet, like home users are also connected with internet. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The mobile users are also connected with internet, right?
Yes.
The branch office network of any company is also connected with internet, but which technology? Fiber cable.
Fiber, man.
Okay, so this is another
ADSL.
fiber connectivity which is connecting the main office. This is a normal cable WAN. This is maybe your coaxial cable, or maybe this is another type of cable. Okay, maybe a telephone cable which is providing you internet. Okay, and there is another type of, so there are a lot of different connections, but ultimately everyone goal is to reach or connect to internet. Yes, everyone, correct?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So we all have to connect to the internet, because internet is important in everyone's life nowadays, because all your medical or if you want to book train, airplane, if you want to submit your fee, if you want to deposit or you want to do some net banking, everywhere we are using this
Internet.
Yes, got it. And what is internet? Internet is nothing, connecting a lot of networks together. It is known as
Internet.
Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, good. So every LAN network. So what is LAN network, guys? Anybody
Small
explain
area.
me what is LAN?
Small area network.
So it is local
Managed
area.
by the
Small distance.
Devices are
administrators.
Okay, read this line.
Together, sir.
A network
Devices
of computers. Okay, so when lot of computers connected together, okay, and some other components that are located relatively close together. Suppose you are working in a computer lab in a college, and 20 computers are in your computer lab. So all these 20 computers are known as which type of network?
Local area.
Local area network. Let me give you example, or let me add a screenshot of LAN network so that you guys can relate this. Okay, so tell me, if I connect I'm sure everyone able to understand my plain English. Okay, so guys, tell me what is this? When lot of computers or computer server are connected with one device, this is a part, this can be your LAN network. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, great. So let's jump on to And when every LAN network has different components, right? Maybe some company needs server, some company have some different requirement, different cables. So every LAN network can be a different, yes or no? Every LAN depends on the company to company design. Suppose your company needs server, my company does not need server. Maybe your company needs laptops, my company needs computers. Yes or no? So every LAN has a specific components and including hardware. Okay, so including what is interconnection, guys? क्या होता है interconnection? What is interconnection? Connect different type of cables. So interconnection means it. Yeah.
One
Please go ahead.
device one device can connect to any device.
No,
Different
interconnections
device.
basically means your. Go ahead.
One device connect with different devices.
Different networks.
Yes. So connecting network devices with the different media.
Device.
Suppose you are connecting with cable, maybe your laptop is connected with wireless. So interconnections means connecting these devices together is called interconnection. Okay. Connecting these devices together is known as interconnection. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and when we talk about a wide area network, so what is that? Wide area network communication occurs between geographical bigger areas, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me add here this. What is WAN? This is a definition. So wide area network. So what is wide area network? So wide area network is a different type of network which is between the different geographical regions. Suppose you are connecting your New York office with Delhi office, or maybe you are connecting your Dubai office with the Mumbai office. So when you connect between different geographical areas, so you can call that wide area network. So tell me, internet is an example of wide area network, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now
Yes,
tell
sir.
me,
Yes, sir.
now tell me if this is your main office and if this is branch office. So these two offices are connected with which type of network?
WAN
Very good. And when we talk about only this branch, so जब हम सिर्फ इस branch की बात करेंगे, when we talk only about this branch, so this branch network is called
LAN.
LAN. Yes. So when we connect to the internet, that connection is also called WAN. Okay, clear everyone? What is WAN?
Yes,
So WAN can be connected with the different cables like fiber cable, copper cable. Okay, there is a broadband technology which is called ADSL. The person was asking the difference. So asymmetric digital subscriber line, some wireless connectivity. So all these technologies or medias are helping you to connect to the WAN network. So it means there are a lot of different ways to connect to the wide area network. Yes or no?
Yes.
तो हमारे पास बहुत तरीके हैं वाइड एरिया नेटवर्क को कनेक्ट करने के लिए. Yes. So we can connect with fiber cables, we can connect with cables, we can connect with wireless, we can connect with telephone, 3G, 4G technologies. Okay. So you can read this: WAN connect the main office, branches, small office, and mobile user. Wide area network connect almost all the devices. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So guys, you need to understand the technical words also. Now tell me, what is this enterprise internetworks? Can anybody tell me what is this enterprise internetwork word? If you don't know, say no.
Connection large company.
Okay, so first of all, tell me what is enterprise?
Organization.
Any business.
A company is known as enterprise. Clear?
Yes. Any business entity.
Okay. So any company, okay, tell me Nestle, okay, maybe Apple, okay, maybe like Dabur, all these companies are enterprise. Yes or no?
Yes.
Sir.
So
Yes,
when these companies connect their head office with the branch offices, so that is called enterprise internetworks. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me repeat what is enterprise internetworks. So when A company, suppose a company name Cadbury, Nestle, these are chocolates, famous chocolates companies. So if they have one office, so that's called enterprise. But when they have multiple offices all over the world or all over the different places, so when the main offices connect with the branch offices, that type or that technical world or technical word is called enterprise internetworking. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And many people get confused because when after the CCNA, when you are going to learn about like CCNP, okay, so there are different tracks. Okay, there are different tracks, and when you want to learn about the company networks, okay, then you have to go for the enterprise CCNP. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll discuss later on
Yes.
about CCNP, but let's focus on CCNA only. Okay.
Hello.
Okay, great.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, actually, I just want to confirm one thing that
Mhm.
as you said that within a city means if within a city the office is there, then it is and it's connected with the main branch. Correct. My company name is Accenture and it has main branch in Gurgaon and it is connected it is connected with Delhi or with another building. So it's a WAN network or
got
it's a LAN? It's a LAN network, sir.
Man network.
See, basically LAN WAN. So let me tell you, suppose you have a building, okay, maybe in Delhi, okay.
Yes, sir.
And when it is, so you may have very nearby location, Gurgaon. Okay, guys, those who are not from India. So these are two cities of India which are very closely connected to each other. So when you have an office in Delhi, okay, maybe 2-3 floors and Gurgaon. So when Delhi and Gurgaon office is connected, so how you will connect? Will the Delhi government give you permission to connect the cable from Delhi to Gurgaon? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
No.
yes, sir.
Wireless.
I am
Okay,
asking,
yes, sir.
Delhi government will give you permission to put your cable over the roads?
No, sir. Never.
No. So you will connect which company? You will connect ISP.
ISP. Yeah.
Okay. You will connect which company? ISP, which is
ISP.
ISP, like all your mobile
Airtel, Jio.
companies which provides internet are called internet.
Internet service provider.
Service provider. Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So you will connect to any company of your choice. Okay. And you will ask them to connect your Delhi office with the Gurgaon. So when you connect to a different, so ISP is a different company, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And when ISP connect your two offices, so these type of connections are also called
WAN.
yes.
WAN
And
network.
this type of WAN connection is called private WAN. Which network?
Private WAN.
Okay. Now tell me if in Delhi office you have taken the internet connection. Okay. This is internet connection, and this is a connectivity between your head office and the branch office. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this type of network, when you connecting your office to office, this type of WAN network is called
Private WAN.
private WAN. And when you connect to the internet, that is known as public.
WAN.
Clear now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, congrats.
Sir, I didn't get, sir. Sorry.
अभी भी नहीं समझ आया.
नहीं है सर, क्योंकि सर ये प्राइवेट इट्स अ प्राइवेट वैन. व्हाई इज इट अ प्राइवेट वैन एंड व्हाई दैट इज अ पब्लिक वैन?
Because you are paying, bro, for this link separately. You are just paying for this link that I want to personally connect my Delhi office with the Gurgaon office.
Okay, sir.
So you are paying for this connectivity. ये जो link है ना, so this connectivity is a private connection.
Now got it, sir.
It's just like
Got it now?
P2P link.
सर
Yes.
गुड़गांव ब्रांच पे जैसे आपने बताया ना कि हमारा दिल्ली ब्रांच पे हमने ILL ले रखा, मतलब इंटरनेट सर्विसेज दे रखी हैं, और गुड़गांव ब्रांच पे क्या?
So there are two types of connections. One is called ILL. Okay, and this ILL is basically internet leased line.
Lease line, right?
Okay, internet
Lease line.
Guys, those who do not know what is leased line, this is a private connection, private, or you can say dedicated internet line. Because do you think that a premium company will suffer from bandwidth. Suppose you have taken internet connection, and if your internet is slow, you cannot do anything. You can just complain to ISP. But do you think companies can rely on slow or fluctuation between high or speed internet? No.
No.
They need
Yes, sir.
dedicated internet support. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And when you need dedicated service, the cost of that link is high, right? So
Will
these
there.
links are costly. So suppose you have taken a normal internet connection at your home. Okay, so when you take normal broadband connection, so this connection is a shared connection. Which connection?
Shared connection.
Shared connection. And this connection you got at your home. Okay, and maybe you are paying $10 or approx 700 rupees. Okay, so that's around $10. Suppose you are paying this much on for maybe normal internet speed, but the speed is not good. But when this company is paying to ILL, maybe they are paying $1,000, approx maybe 60 to 70,000, or maybe let's call there are some companies which can provide ILL in $100 also. Let's take the small amount, or like $100 to $200. Okay, which means 7,000 to 15,000. Okay, Indian rupees. So now tell me, this is almost 10 times costly. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, but this type of connection is dedicated. Means nobody is using this link. Only you and ISP have a dedicated line. So where you will get more speed?
ILL.
Baseline.
ILL, right?
ISP.
Yes.
So they will provide you guaranteed bandwidth. Okay, and now this is ILL. This is called public WAN. Normal broadband connection is also called public
WAN.
Public WAN. Now tell me, if Delhi is connected to Gurgaon, so head office is connected to branch office, you will call ISP, but you will say, I want dedicated leased line, but you will not say I would. So there is a difference between leased line and internet leased line, because this link is to go to the internet and this private lease line is to connect your head office to the branch. Is this clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So the cost of this is also similar to ILL. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
समझ आ रहा है सभी को?
Yes, sir.
All you are getting industry knowledge for in the first class.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, so now tell me, what is, if somebody asks you in interview, tell me the difference between public WAN and private WAN, what you will say? Tell me.
So public WAN is a internet connection which is used by the company through ISP for through ILL, internet leased line. Means its cost is higher than
private WAN basically provides more security, right?
Yes.
Because public WAN is internet and internet is not secure.
Yes, sir.
Promises a good
But there
bandwidth.
are some technologies which can help us to secure our company network.
Data. Yes.
Okay,
And
so
speed is
guys,
also-
yeah, we'll discuss later on. Okay, so we'll discuss in detail about these things. So let's jump on, because like there are many freshers also maybe in class. Okay, let's not confuse them. Okay, because everyone, we are like all family members now. Okay, we all have to focus on everyone learning. Don't be selfish. Okay, सही कह रहा हूँ ना?
Yes, sir.
So let's go ahead. Okay, so now tell me.
basically private WAN is used to connect branches only, right? To share
Yes,
the data
private
between
WAN is
from head
9.
office to
Yes, private
branches,
WAN
right?
is used to connect. Let me write here. Private WAN is used to connect head office with branches. Okay, and public WAN is your internet connection.
Sir, connection, right?
ठीक है, समझ आ गया? All
Shared-
good, guys?
Shared by everyone.
Now, don't expect spoon feeding now. You guys can create your own notes also.
Yes, sir.
See how colorful notes I am preparing. Have any session, have you seen these kind of notes? Okay.
No, sir.
So now tell me, so when the company grow, so when the company business environment grow, so they have a lot of big business operations, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
In the business environment, when you join any company, if you don't have any knowledge about company, so when the business network or the business environment, you have a lot of business operations like marketing, sales, IT department, support department, admin department, yes or no?
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Okay, so when you have a big network, so you need to develop mobile applications, yes or no? So when you are a company, you need to build applications, you need to build websites, you need to have a different type of applications, yes or no? Suppose Airtel, or maybe you guys can take any example of maybe Instagram, Facebook. All these companies have mobile applications, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you need to develop application that allows information to be collected and processed. Every company nowadays, they need some type of application so that they can collect the user data and they can sell their services and products. Yes or no? Amazon, Flipkart, everyone, they take the sign up and then you explore and you buy the things. Yes or no?
Yes,
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 sir.
sir.
Okay, now tell me the computer systems. Okay. So now tell me the computer systems where you are going to run these applications. So computer systems, okay, where we are going to have the computer system does not mean computer only. Servers can be also called computer systems. Clear? Hai?
yes, sir.
So computer systems is not only computer, guys. Computer systems can be computer, laptop, server. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear, everyone?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, don't get confused, okay? So when I'm saying computer system that collect and process the information, so why we need to process the information? Because we want to develop the apps, right?
Application.
In nowadays, I'm talking what I'm teaching you guys. I'm teaching you according to the latest technologies. This CCNA. If you watch my 5 years old previous video, maybe at that time I have trained CCNA in a different way. Okay. So trainers have to update their knowledge so that you guys will be going to perform in interviews. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So now tell me, we need to build applications and these applications will be processed and everything will be done by computer systems. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, if all these computers need to process the information, we need to share the data to each other, right? Server data, you need to upload a data. So means you need to manage these systems and you also need an infrastructure. What is infrastructure, guys? Like if you have in your company, if you have routers, switches, servers, all these technologies are called
Infrastructure.
okay. And these infrastructure that support your company employees who need to access these resources and interact with each other. Yes or no? So let's come back to your LAN network. Suppose you have a server here. So this computer wants to upload data to server and this user wants to download data from server. Okay, so this user uploaded a 1 GB file to server and now next day you downloaded this 1 GB video file to for video editing, suppose. So now tell me what we are doing here. We are sharing the data and resources.
Yes, sir.
And to share the data and resources, we need what type of devices?
Storage device.
Before that, you need network devices.
Networking devices.
Network device, yes, sir.
And this is why every company needs infrastructure engineers. Every company needs
Infrastructure
engineers.
and these infrastructure engineers are
Network engineer.
every company needs infrastructure engineers and they are in different categories. Network engineers, okay, system or server engineers, Linux administrators, okay, everything which is related to support the company hardware or company network. Okay. So these engineers are under the category of
Infrastructure.
Infrastructure engineers.
So you guys are directly preparing for which kind of profiles?
Network engineers.
Infrastructure engineers. Even your cyber security professionals are also infrastructure engineers somehow down the line, because they are supporting the infrastructure so that nobody can attack, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you got it. In which, and all these technologies are related to each other. So it means, suppose you worked for network engineer 2-3 years, and after that you go into cyber security. Maybe you work as a Linux administrator. Now you go into. So now all these are infrastructure engineers. They were managing the infrastructure. These guys are managing the infrastructure in on premises. What is on premises?
In company.
Can anybody tell me what is on premises word?
Inside
within
the building.
within the office.
Yes, within the office.
Same.
Yeah, on premises का मतलब होता है उसी company के अंदर. Okay, on premises means inside the company. So it means all the network engineers are going to manage the devices which are in my company only. Linux administrator are going to manage the Linux server which are in my company. Okay, or maybe in my head office, maybe in my branch office. Okay, but now these all IT infrastructure engineers, all these engineers are moving to all their hardware, all their devices are moving to cloud. And these cloud engineers managing the same stuff in
cloud premises, sorry.
Cloud premises. And these engineers are called cloud network engineers, cloud system Linux administrators, or cloud system engineers, or cloud support engineers, cloud administrators, cloud cybersecurity analyst, cloud security engineer. Are you guys getting now?
Yes, sir. Means which the thing they are doing in the on premises, now they are doing on cloud.
Yes. So it means if you want to become from these, suppose you guys become any of these. Okay, there are a lot of other profiles also, like network analyst. So anything related to these category. So when you learn the cloud platforms, okay, when you learn these, okay, and when you learn the cloud platforms, so when you learn cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud Platform, after these courses or after these trainings, or after becoming a network engineer, Linux engineer, or window engineer, when you learn cloud plus above technologies, you will become these guys. Clear now?
Yes.
So now you understanding the technologies, you understanding the technical words like infrastructure, on premises, cloud. Now it's clear.
Yes, sir.
And now you are getting clarity about your career also. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay.
Sir, I do have a question, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, as you said that see that video in Ethernet video. I watched that video, and I do have a question in that video. You told us that about that code that 1236 and then 3612.
Deepak, let's keep this question for some time and ask. I'm in flow right now. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
okay,
just
sir.
ask me after when I complete this. Okay.
Sir, can I ask a question?
Yeah, please.
Sir, as you have said, infrastructure engineers and cloud engineers, but the infrastructure of the cloud are also in the premises only, na?
Yes, on premises, but everyone cannot work in AWS. Everyone cannot work in. If you guys work for these guys, okay, these companies, even if you work like infrastructure, they are still calling these engineers cloud engineers, because directly these companies are cloud companies, right?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Even you are managing, because they do not have one office. they have hundreds of locations all over the world. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yes, if
Understood.
you are managing their data center, you will be called as a data center engineers, because all their infrastructure are managing. So when a lot of devices, when a lot of big data centers or lot of servers are there, these locations or these offices or locations are called data centers. Okay.
Data centers. Yes, sir.
So when the companies have maybe 1 or 2 location, they are managing their devices. These are called on premises. Okay. When a big companies like Facebook, Google, AWS, Azure, they are managing a lot many devices. The bigger server rooms are called data center. And for we public, we call these a data center when you upload the data over the internet in these data center. These are called cloud. Okay.
Understood, sir.
Suppose एक example देता हूं. So let me give example. So this is a Amazon Web Services. This is so they have multiple locations. Okay. So they have in Mumbai. So they have office in Ohio, in New York, or maybe in USA, or maybe in Singapore. So they have different location. Okay. So now this is your company. Okay. So this is your company where most of computers are there, but all your servers are here. So when your servers are in your office, okay, when these servers are in your office or maybe in the branch office, so this type of network is called on-prem, on premises. Clear?
Yes,
so when a lot of big data, so these locations have bigger server rooms. Okay, very big amount of data are stored here. So all these locations are called AWS data centers. Okay, when a lot many servers, routers, switches are there, so all these locations are called AWS data centers. So when you work directly in these locations, you will be called as
Cloud
yes,
engineers.
guys.
Cloud engineers.
So all these locations are also connected with each other, and these all are called data centers. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, if you are working in these companies, suppose you work in AWS Mumbai, okay, and you are managing the devices here, you will be called as a data center engineer, because you are managing their network and devices. Yes.
Yes,
but
sir.
when you are a company, when this company server, suppose you have taken these servers on rent. Okay. So these servers you have taken on what? Rent. And this company is connected to cloud. Okay. And when you hire an engineer, those who can work, who are network engineer, but they can manage, they can connect their servers together. So then this company, so when this company hire the engineers who will work on cloud, these are called cloud engineers. But when these company have engineers who are working in their LAN network, these are called network engineers.
Okay.
Right? Yes, everyone. When you have a Linux server in your office, okay, these are called Linux administrator. So when you have a Windows server in your office, that's called Windows administrator. Okay, now tell me, if a server is in cloud and you have uploaded Linux here, and you need an engineer who can run cloud Linux in cloud, these are called cloud system engineers or cloud Linux engineers. Clear now?
Okay.
तो जब आप सर्वर क्लाउड में मैनेज कर रहे हो, when you are managing the devices in a cloud, so these profiles are called cloud engineers. Okay. And when you are managing your Windows server, Linux, or maybe routers which is in your building, these are called network, Linux, Windows, and all these technologies are under which domain? Infrastructure. So earlier your infrastructure was in your office called on premises, and now your infrastructure is in cloud, and this is why we called cloud infrastructure. Clear, everyone?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, I need a lot of efforts, but I hope you guys got the idea now, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir, thanks a lot. बहुत अच्छे से समझ में आ गया सर.
हाँ, good. Anyone here who do not understand? किसी के ऊपर से गया है कोई? Anybody? Yes, guys from US. All good? Able to understand?
Yes.
Yes, I'm not getting a voice.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
You are from US?
No, sir.
Looks like you are from Uganda.
युगांडा का है सर, युगांडा का.
Okay. Okay, so I'm adding the screenshot. Maybe somewhere down the line, when you open these notes, you will get an idea. Okay, that was the discussion we had. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'm also uploading my handwritten notes in the notes. Okay.
Very
Okay.
good.
Sir,
But
sir,
how
will
we
it
will
open
get
on
access
Windows?
over the notes?
Let me share one link with you all right now. Okay.
Will it open on Windows system, sir?
Notes?
Yes.
अरे लिंक है भाई वेबसाइट का, कहीं भी ओपन करो.
अच्छा, मुझे लगा सर फाइल है कोई.
No, you do not need any software. Just open this link which I have shared right now. Check your chat. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, bookmark कर लो इस link को. So just bookmark this link. Okay, so do not ask me every time because all notes automatically uploaded. Okay, so when you open this link, you will see all your days or all notes here. ठीक है? So चलो आगे चलते हैं. So let's go ahead, guys. So now tell me. So when the earlier computers, okay, just hold on. Okay. So when we talk about computer network engineers are people who design, develop and maintain high available network infrastructure to support the businesses. Yes or no? So as we all learning CCNA, so everyone, we are engineers, or you can call network engineers are people who design means company network designing. Okay, company network develop means configuration, and maintain. What is maintain? Like if anyone gets problem, we have to fix that problem also. Yes or no?
Yes,
so we are going to maintain the highly available. What is highly available word, guys? Anybody tell me? Highly available means it should be always up and running. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
High available word जो use होता है, this word is used in industry called high availability. So when this word you will listen in the company networks, you have to understand high availability means the company network should always be up and running. Okay, suppose if I am taking your interview, okay, you have done CCNA, CCNP, all these technologies. So if I ask you, okay, what you will do for high availability? Okay, this is a question which will be asked in interviews. So अगर मैं पूछूं आपसे, okay, tell me what you will do for high availability in the company network. So what you will say?
I'll be available 24/7.
24/7. We will support this switch with.
You need backup connection. Suppose if one router goes down, you need two routers instead of one. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Because if one router, what is high availability in company? So when you take internet connection in companies, you do not take one internet connection, you take two internet connection. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this is also a good example of high availability.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So 2 routers are there, because if you put both connections in one router and if router goes fail, still there is no high availability. Yes or no? So it
Yes,
means
sir.
you need 2 routers and 2 internet connection.
Of course, sir.
Yes. So then after that, you need multiple switches. Yes or no?
Yes.
So that
Yes,
you
sir.
can connect a lot of computers, and these switches are connected like this, right? Maybe you can connect these switches with both the routers, because if this router fails, so this switch can go from this side. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All these things are called. And when you will learn CCNA from me, mostly all the practicals, okay, we are going to do with this terminology, which is called.
High availability.
High availability.
And this is the #1 skill every network engineer should understand. This is the #1 skill every network engineer should understand about high availability. So high availability, when somebody asks in interview, it means we need backup of all the things, backup of all cables, backup of all network devices. Yes or no? If you have extra money, you can give two laptops to your employees also. If their laptop gets into problem, you can give them another laptop, right? And everyone, and definitely big companies have a lot of devices in their IT rooms. Yeah. So if your laptop gets crashed within 1 day or maybe within 1-2 hours, they will fix the issue.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
सर redundant में कहते हैं इसको redundant.
हाँ, वो
Redundancy. Yes,
टेक्निकल
sir.
वर्ड है, अभी पहचान नहीं पाओगे, रुको वेट करो थोड़ा.
सर एक क्वेश्चन पूछना है.
I know when to give the complications to my student. So yes, high availability, also called redundancy, but these technologies or these words we are going to learn later on. Okay.
सर एक स्मॉल क्वेश्चन पूछना है, मे बी लेटर लोगे एक क्वेश्चन. हाई अवेलेबिलिटी और स्विच ओवर में क्या डिफरेंस?
High availability and
switch over. Yes, so
switch over means क्या होता है? So switch over means if one router link goes fail, suppose you have 2 internet connection. Yes. Okay. So tell me, if you are going from this PC, this is your computer, you access, this is a switch. Okay. Maybe some other computers are also connected. Okay. Maybe your friends or colleagues. So now tell me, if this router goes down, so automatically traffic will switch over to this device. This is called switchover. अपने आप इधर चला जाएगा ना ट्रैफिक, automatically traffic will go from this side. Yes or no?
Yes, yes. With same bandwidth.
So this is also called switchover.
Okay.
Clear?
Sir, I have a question here. Like in firewalls, we configure HA, like 2 hardwares, and we configure HA. So
yeah, see, you are again going on the higher level. Wait for some time.
I'm just asking, sir, is there an option with the router also, like with a single ISP and 2 routers?
Yes, we do have. We do have.
Okay, we can. Okay.
Don't mind, please, but please understand. Okay. We'll discuss definitely.
Okay. No,
okay. So now tell me, guys, when we talk about, so all network engineers need to provide support. Yes. And network engineers interact with the users of the network. Okay. So network engineers interact with the users. Yes or no? Suppose your manager or maybe a sales manager, maybe a marketing manager calls you and say, hey Atul, my internet is not working. Can you provide me help? So definitely this is your job task when you are a L1 engineer, means when you are in fresher jobs. So you need to provide support to the users, means employee of your companies. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Got it? And you need to provide them support. You need to provide the consultancy, means so that your company or your colleagues will not actually get into trouble. So all network engineers in company, when you are working as a fresher, you need to support your company employees also. Totally depends on where you're. So it means, so when network engineer typically have more knowledge and more experience than network technicians, operators, and administrators. All agree?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So network engineers, oh man, it's written in the golden word. Network engineers typically have knowledge, any net technician, operator, and administrator. And these guys, if they want to upgrade their career, they have to become network engineers. Yes, everyone agrees?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if anybody does not agree, this is a line in Cisco book. Please do check. Because I know many, maybe someone will say, why you are saying like this? Okay, so please check Cisco book. So a network engineer should update. Now tell me, all the network engineers out there in the market, a network engineer, when the responsibility is high, so a network engineer should update their knowledge, yes or no, of networking constantly to keep with the new trends and the practices, yes or no?
Sir, true.
True, because this profile, let me be honest with you guys, if you do not update yourself in this field, you will be out from the market, or maybe you will be stuck into career growth. Maybe you will call me after 3 years, sir, I am not able to grow because I have done CCNA from you last 3 years back. Do you think that only CCNA will help you to become a very good network engineer? No.
Never, sir.
Okay, but this is a good way to start. Because if anybody does not know why we need to learn the CCNP, why we need to learn firewalls, why we need to learn latest technologies, because all network engineers should have good knowledge, because all these devices, what we are going to configure, all these devices are actually managing the whole company network. You are actually going to be the infrastructure engineer. Tell me, without infrastructure, software engineer can do the coding? Can do code? No.
No, sir.
So we are the frontliners. We should be proud of all network engineers out there.
Yes, sir.
Feeling proud or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, many people still think that. Okay, so do you know this story? Like if you are an engineer, computer engineer, even if you do coding, even if you do network engineer, if you do any stuff which is highly paid, still your family members or some relatives think that you are just a guy who fixes computer. Yes? Hota hai na?
Yes, sir. True.
Yes.
So many people, they have myth. Many freshers out there in the market, they think that network engineer is basically just putting the cable and connecting the cables. So these are not network engineer. These are called network technicians. There is a huge difference between technician operators and the network engineers. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, many freshers think that I want to become a hardware and network engineer. Please come out from those things. So those are not engineers. Those are technician kind of jobs where you will just put the cables and all. Okay, so just so many networking. So totally depends on the company. But normally, what is network technician? So when you are going to add the cable, when you are going to, so basically this is network technician. Can you see that? Can you see that what is happening here?
Yes, sir.
In cables.
These are network technicians. And when it comes to the network engineer, what is network engineers? So network engineers are the couch potatoes.
Configure the network.
Are the backbone.
So these are the guys who just sit on their screens and they configure their networks from while sitting at their office. Sometime if the devices are in your office, so you can work like a technician, but your job role is to configure the company networks while sitting at one desk. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Got it. ये मैं बहुत दिन से समझाना चाहता था. Because many freshers, they think that all network engineers do this, but actually they do this. वो meme बन गया ना? What others think what I actually do.
He is quite angry, sir. Network technician is quite angry.
Yeah. He's checking the current. So these are also like from the same family, but if these guys upgrade their knowledge, So they can become these guys also if they, so yes, when it comes to different countries like Western countries, USA, Canada and all, so they have similar salaries. Are you, this should be like a shock to everyone who are in India. So agar aap India se bahar jaoge, if you work in Dubai or if you work in Canada, USA, so these network technician and the network engineers have similar kind of salaries. Okay, an entry level network engineer earns same as network technician, but a professional network engineer earns a lot more than network technician. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I am an example, sir.
You are an example. What do
Yes,
you do?
sir. I am a network technician, but salary is same, sir. Engineer. I maintain.
Oh, great. Which country you are working in?
Saudi Arabia.
Oh, great. But then why you are becoming network engineer?
But mostly the multinational company that has for CCNA, like Almarai and many companies.
But still you want to see yourself sitting and configuring the devices rather than connecting the cables. Yes?
Yes, sir. Before other company, I also the configure. I know a little bit configuration like Cisco switch. And
okay. Okay. So guys, there is one more term. Okay. So there is a company, what we call, sorry. So let's understand a network design now. Okay. So this design is called Cisco Enterprise Architecture Model. Okay. Do you want to understand this? Okay. So this is just a, this is not mandatory to have the design like this, but this is what a Cisco recommend that your company network should look like this. So let me show you. Sorry about that. Okay. So I have to, I think, make this into light colors. Just hold on. Okay. Now you guys can see clearly. दिख रहा है क्या सभी को? All good, guys? It's visible?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's visible.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Visible.
Okay. I don't know how to increase the size.
Clear.
Okay. This is not giving me clarity, but yes, this image is giving the clarity. Okay. So now when we see this, what we see here, okay. So this is a Cisco Enterprise Architecture Model. Okay. So you guys can see there is a branch office. Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the head office, and this head office can be called enterprise campus. Enterprise campus may be in head office. You have different buildings, right? So now you can see, let me check, guys. Just hold on. मैं इसको थोड़ा सा zoom करता हूँ. Let me check if I can paste the in other notes. Hey man, who's listening to music?
कौन गाना बजा रहा है सर क्लास के टाइम में?
Mic off. तुम्हारा इंटरव्यू में जब गाना बजेगा ना फिर मैं पूछूंगा. Okay, so now you can see here. Okay, now it's visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so don't be worried. This is very simple design. We are going to understand. Now you see this is a company head office on the left side, and these are branch office. Okay, this is Soho. What is Soho? Small office, home office. Okay, small office, home office.
Home office.
Okay, maybe this is a company director home, and he's doing maybe work from home. Okay, so now this is the office which is called head office. So when it comes to what we see here, the LAN access, can you see that first network or first area is called LAN access? Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so LAN access means, so this whole area where I'm going to mark the boundary, so this is all my LAN network, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now in the left side, So you guys can see we are connecting mobiles. We are having some video conferencing software. We have some computers. Okay, all these devices are in network which is called LAN network. Okay, so these and everywhere, can you see that two links, guys? Can you see that there are two links between this switch? दो केबल जा रहा है, दिख रहा है?
Yes, sir.
So you can see all these, when we have multiple cable, this type of design is called redundancy. Redundancy. Okay, so you can call this duplicate also, but duplicate doesn't look good in technical. So every company should have redundancy. It means instead of one connection, you should have always backup. You can see everywhere. In the WAN also we have two. In the internet also we have two. Okay, when this cable is coming to this switch, we also have two connection here. Can you see that multiple connections everywhere?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. साथ में
Can you see multiple devices also, like two routers here, two firewalls, two switches, two data center switches, two firewalls? Can you see that everything?
Yes, sir.
So it means the company network should have a redundancy. This is a Cisco design. Cisco is saying, if you want to make your company network, you should make like this. Okay, so why I'm teaching you? So that you will understand the basic design of any network company, that in a company, we should have always high availability, and high availability comes when you have, how you will achieve high availability?
Redundancy.
To have redundancy, and redundancy you will have in cables or in network devices or both?
Both. In entire map, sir.
Map. Where this map is going? Agra?
Sorry, sir.
Okay.
Sorry.
Design. Okay, this is called network diagram, or this type of network is also called topology.
इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का एक नेटवर्क का जो भी कनेक्टिविटी मीडिया रहेगा वो भी एक बार एक्सप्लेन कीजिए ना.
हाँ, मैं आएगा. I am going with the flow. This is like your chapter 1. Okay.
Right.
So this is just to understand. Do not worry, guys. You do not have to be expert by checking this diagram. So why I'm showing you, just to understand redundancy is important. Yes.
Yes.
Redundancy is important to achieve what? High
Availability.
Okay, if somebody asks in an interview, okay, tell me how you will achieve high availability, what you will say?
By using redundancy.
Redundancy means multiple connections,
Multiple networking devices.
and multiple
switches.
multiple
Backup
network
devices.
devices.
As a backup
Clear,
devices.
everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Chalo, badhiya. All good.
But is this not going to make our infrastructure costly?
Yes, it is going to be, but now, are you fine if your company does not have internet?
No, we are fine. But the thing is, what time question?
Obviously, there is no option. This is the only option we have. Okay. Suppose you have one car and you and your brother wants to go to their offices. So obviously one have to take Uber, right? Example. But if you do not have cab facility, if you do not have anything, you have to buy one another so that you can make your life easy. Yes. The same way when it comes to company network, if they have one internet connection and during a very important meeting, $1 million meeting going on with some another company, and suddenly internet gets dropped. Are you fine with the one internet connection? No.
No.
When companies are on very high scale, if it is a small company, one internet connection is fine. But when you are working in a big MNC, when you are working even a company with more than 20 employees, they still need more than 2 internet connection. Right?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Sir, there is some controversy. Some companies think that need spare switches. Whenever
Which
you needed
switches?
spare switches. They are, in this design, all of our two switches in for redundancy. So some companies think that they have need a spare switches. Whenever one goes down, then our network engineer connected spare switches in on that place. So which is
So
better,
that
sir?
totally depends, guys. If you want manual work, then it's fine. That is just to save the cost, right? But normally when you will work with very big organizations, okay, so they do not worry about the investment into infrastructure, okay, because they need smooth work in their office. They do not want to take chance that their internet is going down, their wireless device is going down, their switch is going down. Because you should understand why we need, because networks support the activity of many business and organization. This is already we discussed. I am putting one more line. Networks support the activities of many business operations, and they need to be secure, resilient, and to allow the growth. Suppose if 50 more employees are being added, so you should have these devices which are capable of adding more 50 employees in network. So if your company is a 50 employees company and suddenly within 3 months you have hired 50 more employees, so you will consider that you should buy the devices which can be expanded later on, which you can scale the company network later on. Now tell me, will you buy 2 GB mobile RAM, 2 GB RAM mobile nowadays?
No, sir.
Why? Because now you know the applications which are, or the games which are coming in Play Store, they need more RAM, more than 4 GB maybe. So you will buy a high-end device so that you can play games. Maybe your mobile will not get hang, right? The same way, when the company wants to build their network, they need to buy those devices which are secure, which are resilient, and which are you can also scale them. Okay. Okay, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when it comes to these networks, so this is all about computer network fundamentals, and you got to know a lot much detail. Okay. So now let's take a 5-10 minutes break, guys. 5:50. Okay. So we'll come back at 6 p.m. now. Okay. Are you fine?
Yeah, definitely fine, sir. But I just want to ask us one simple question: what is the difference between switchover and failover?
See, switchover means
both are the same or they are different?
No. Switchover is basically automatically nothing is going down.
Okay. And
okay,
failover?
automatically the traffic shifted to another link. That's called switchover.
Okay. And failover?
Okay, and failover is not a word. Failover is basically a concept of failover testing.
Okay.
Failover testing word use hota company mein. So what is this failover? So failover means if this is a concept called failover testing. So when your traffic is going like this, okay, so when this device goes down, automatically traffic will go to this side, and this is called switch over. And when we call failover, this is similar meaning, but what does it mean? We called failover is there in your company or not. Means if this device goes down, so means your company network is moving to another link or not. If yes, it means your failover testing is
okay.
Correct. Okay.
Correct.
So failover testing is basically, this is not a technology. Okay. This is not a mechanism. Failover testing, this is a word. So failover testing in simple words, if one goes down, so your company shifting to another link or not. And the shifting to another link, the technological word is called switchover.
Okay.
Because switch kar rahe na hum. We are shifting to another link. That's called switchover. We are shifting to another link. Okay. And failover it. So in companies, when you join, so you will be asked, do you know how to do failover testing? So this failover testing means you have to configure something in devices so that automatically your traffic will go to this link. Automatically does not happen. You have to configure something to achieve this failover testing.
Okay.
Okay, guys, those who do not understand, I'll cover one topic. You will understand this concept. Don't worry. Okay, let's take a break. 6 p.m. I'll come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hello everyone, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed your break.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How many of you had tea? Okay, so when it comes to the network devices, okay, so this is already been discussed in the previous basic, but still this is a part of your CCNA also. We will not waste too much time. Only in 5 minutes we will understand about these network devices. Okay, so when you see this diagram, what you guys see here? Yes, it's visible.
Router, firewalls.
Okay, tell me which device you don't know why it is for. I'll explain.
What is IPS, sir?
IPS, intrusion something.
Okay.
IPS.
Okay, any other device which you want me to cover?
Management
Okay,
services.
let's discuss one by one. Let's eliminate the what we know we will eliminate. Okay, will we eliminate printer?
Yes,
Everybody
sure.
knows
Yes.
printer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, everybody knows about wireless cameras, CCTV and all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everybody knows about computer, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tablet, laptop.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, and everybody knows what is the internet, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now tell me this device, you can see here access point, which are actually converting your wire cable into wireless.
Wireless.
So which device is used to convert your wire connection into wireless? Access
Wireless access point.
ADSL.
Access point.
is access point, not ADSL. Okay.
AP.
So which device is used to connect multiple devices together? Switch. Okay. So you can see. And lot of switches. Okay. Suppose you have company and you have a lot of LAN networks. So all these switches are connected to a big switch. You can say in design. And these switches are called L3. Okay. Layer 3. So you can see there is a switch here also.
MLS3.
There is a switch here, switch here. So all three switches are connected with
This
layer 3 switch. That this link is going to switch. This link is also going to switch. This link is also going to switch. So switch is connected with access point to convert the signal into wireless. And when you connect these cables, so these are wired connectivity. This is wired connectivity. And when you use access point, this is wireless connectivity. Clear?
Yes, sir.
On this side also, we have a printer which is connected with the cable. And again, one wireless access point is actually added here. Okay, this is also AP. The short form of access point is AP. Okay, not Andhra Pradesh. Okay. And this is camera. Okay, so wireless devices, whatever devices you want to be connected. So now the most important part here, guys, you can see there is a server. Okay, there is a server called management services. And can you see this logo, guys?
Yes,
Ye
sir.
logo dikh raha hai? Can you see this logo?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there is a software management software by Cisco. This is called DNA. Which is software?
DNA.
Okay, the full form of DNA is digital network architecture. Digital network
architecture.
Okay, this is to control the network. You can say that from GUI, what is GUI?
Graphical user
interface.
Graphical user interface. Okay, when you do configure any device with the GUI, is called graphical user interface. And when you configure any device with the commands, which is called a command line interface. So this is a software, or you can say this is a DNA which can be configured from GUI and CLI. Okay, this is a very latest technology. This is a latest thing by Cisco. Okay, they have added some overview in CCNA. We'll discuss. And what is this virtual machine?
Source data.
You can say this is a server only. Inside server, we created some multiple machines. Okay, I remember like there is a software like VMware, VirtualBox. You can install multiple operating system. Yes.
Sir.
Okay, if you don't have an idea, I will cover this in a virtualization chapter. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So now when it comes to this IPS, can you see that IPS?
Yes, sir.
So why this IPS used for? Any guesses?
Intrusion, like something firewall, some unauthorized person or
packet filtering.
Yeah, this is basically to deep analysis of network traffic. This is like auditor. Okay. So this IPS device is intrusion protection system. Intrusion
prevention.
Intrusion protection system. Okay. So this is IPS is a system that perform deep analysis of network traffic, searching for suspicious and malicious attacks. जैसे कोई गड़बड़ तो नहीं कर रहा है. Okay. So somebody is trying to attack my company, or somebody try to steal data. So when somebody try to attack, so this firewall will protect from attacks. And if somebody send attack maybe in some file, okay, maybe firewall cannot detect, this IPS device will detect those things also. Okay. So IPS is basically to check the viruses, you can say in simple words, virus or maybe malicious attacks. Got an idea?
Yes, sir.
So firewall is a device to defend a network. Yes or no? It's like, have you seen Great Wall of China? And like China made that wall to protect their country, right?
Yes, sir.
The same way, this is a firewall which is protecting my whole company. Okay. So nobody can attack in my company, but if somebody try to change his identity, there are some attacks where firewall cannot protect us. Then these attacks or malicious attacks will be countered by IPS device. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to hear a very means advanced, not very advanced thing, very cool thing?
Yes, sure.
Okay, how many devices we are connecting here? IPS, right? And router. So if I combine all these devices together, okay, so there are good devices. They are called next generation firewalls. Which devices?
Next generation.
So next generation firewalls are combination of IPS, firewall, and they have a routing capability. Means if you use this device called Palo Alto, you do not need router, firewall, and IPS, 3 different devices. How cool is that?
It's good, sir.
Right? And instead of Palo Alto, we can use another company device which is called Checkpoint Firewall.
Checkpoint Firewall.
Okay. There is another company which is called FortiGate Firewall. Are you guys getting what I'm trying to say? I will not just specific to Cisco. I will give you complete networking knowledge in this batch. Okay. But definitely we will not talk about Palo Alto, but at least you will get an idea where we have Palo Alto, where we put Checkpoint, FortiGate and all. So when any company wants to connect to internet, they want to defend their network, they want to check the malicious attacks, and they want a router to connect to the internet. So you need 3 devices, but next generation firewalls will help you to connect all these features, right?
Yes, sir.
So what do you think? So these next generation firewalls comes in very low price, or what exactly? Will you save the money if you use these devices?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Somehow it will save money, but these devices are very costly. They are costly than router, they are costly than normal firewall, and they are costly than IPS. Somewhere down the line, you will save some amount. But normally these devices which are number 1, Palo Alto, Checkpoint, FortiGate. Remember, okay? We'll discuss more firewall like Sophos, ASA and all. Clear, everyone?
Okay.
So Cisco has a firewall which is next generation firewall, which is a combination of all 3. And that firewall is called FTD. Which firewall? FTD. Okay. This is called Firewall Threat Defense. Okay, this is a Cisco next generation firewall. Okay. Okay, and Cisco has a normal firewall also, which is called ASA firewall. Which firewall?
Yes.
ASA, which is called Adaptive Security Appliance. समझ आ रहा है कुछ कुछ guys? At least 1-2% are you getting? Okay,
Yes,
how many of you understand firewall is a device to protect my company from attacker? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
firewalls are available in two categories. One are normal firewall and one is next generation firewall. So normal firewalls are like Cisco ASA. Okay, and the full form of ASA is Adaptive Security Appliance. Okay, Cisco has another next generation firewall which is called FTD. FTD, Firewall Threat Defense. गंदी writing लग रही है. Firewall Threat Defense. Okay, there are other competitors. So this is Cisco, but there are other top companies in the world who are in the category of next generation firewall, which are Palo Alto, Checkpoint, and FortiGate. Okay, so I can write maybe 10 more, but we'll discuss later on. Okay, whenever you guys feel bored, you can just ask me. Okay, can you tell me, sir, like Atul, can you tell me about another 4 or 5 firewall names? I'll discuss. Okay, so now you got an idea. IPS is intrusion protection. Intrusion protection
System.
Suspicious.
System.
Intrusion protection system, not suspicious.
IPS or
Okay, I think this is very important. You should have like the theory of all these devices. Yes.
Sir, it is
intrusion detection system भी होगा ना?
Sir,
Yeah, there is another IDS also, intrusion detection system.
Okay.
Sir, for the next generation firewalls, it will also possess the router, replacement of the routers as well. How it will do?
What? Can you please repeat?
For next generation firewalls were the combination of IPS firewall and the router.
Yeah, IPS firewall, but not complete router, some part of routing capability.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you can see I have added the theory. The devices enable multiple computers to connect together like printer, server, camera, and all. Is this clear? Will you read from here?
Yes.
Okay, when it comes to the router, the device is connected different network intelligent. That device is called router. The main function of router is to connect to the internet. Yes?
Yes, sir.
So access point which will enable your wireless network with the help of wired connectivity. Okay, one device is remaining. Which device? There was a device called WLC. Which device?
WLC.
Wireless LAN controller.
Yes, so that device is basically called WLC, stand for wireless LAN controller. Okay, so when WLC, just hold on, let me come back with the screenshot. Okay, so now you guys see here, there is a wireless LAN controller. So tell me guys, if you have multiple Wi-Fi, suppose in your college you have 100 Wi-Fi access point, hai na? Suppose you have access point in cafeteria, you have access point in ground floor, first floor, second building, hostel, everywhere you have Wi-Fi. So if you want to change password, will you change Wi-Fi password in all 100 devices separately?
No.
So there is a papa of all these devices which is called
wireless LAN controller.
So this is like a server of all these machines. You can control your complete wireless devices from this device, which is called wireless LAN controller. Now you understand every device here.
Yes.
Okay. This WebEx is basically a software like Zoom meetings. Okay. So this is example like if your company is having a meeting on WebEx like Zoom software. So that WebEx is basically a cloud service. Okay. The Zoom application which we are using in class, this is a cloud software. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubt in any of the device here?
Yes, sir, I have.
Yeah, please ask.
So actually, sir, why they have named layer 3 switches instead of multiple switches?
No. This device is also called as multi-layer switch.
Okay.
This is another name of this.
MLS.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is the another name of the switch only. Layer 3 or multi-layer is same thing. Okay. We will configure this device also. We will configure switch also. Okay. We'll learn about access point also. Okay. We'll see about a WLC in CCNA. But IPS firewall is not in CCNA. Okay. So instead of layer 3 connectivity, we are going to connect this device with the router. So IPS, firewall, FTD, next generation, all these are technologies you learn in CCNP security. Okay. And if you want to learn the whole in detail of switching, in detail of routing, in detail of access point, because CCNA is not about in depth. Okay. CCNA is all about overview of all the technologies. Okay. But if you want to cover a lot many technologies in switches, you need to learn about a lot of functionality, switches, router and all. So there is another CCNP which is called CCNP Enterprise. Got an idea now about your career also? So if you want to specifically learn the network security devices, you have to go after CCNA, CCNP security. And if you want to become professional and expertise in routing, switching, wireless LAN and other technologies, you have to go with CCNP Enterprise. Clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
We'll discuss about more career things later on. But you at least in the first class got an idea of network devices, got an idea of
virtual machine also.
Yeah. Virtual machine is nothing. In a server, you install multiple machines. I will show you this in a lab also. Okay. Just understand virtual machine means inside your computer, you build more computers. Clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We'll discuss.
Hello, sir.
Sir,
Hanji, bolo.
what is the main difference between the normal switch and a layer 2 switch?
So normal switch, which is this switch layer, normal switch and the multi-layer or layer 3. So layer 2 means you cannot perform routing. So this switch, layer 3 can do the router work also and the switch work also, which is, you can say it's a somehow combination of router and switch.
Normal switch configure नहीं कर सकते ना Sam?
In normal switches, we cannot do routing. And why we need routing? To connect with a different networks.
In a normal switch, we cannot.
How many of you are feeling? Yeah, it's actually okay. Now I just wanted to have one question. Earlier, you guys may be watching YouTube videos, and what is the difference you are feeling here in live class and the YouTube?
I can ask question.
Directly more depth.
सर काफी चीजें जो मतलब क्लियर नहीं हो पाती.
Now it's getting clear now.
Yes, very clear.
Very
So
much
it's
clear,
very
sir.
highly interactive. Yes or no?
Yes,
Sir, very highly interactive.
सर मुझे एक क्वेश्चन था इसमें मैनेजमेंट
हाँ,
सर्विसेज में. मैनेजमेंट सर्विस सर यहाँ से हम मतलब एक सर्वर समझ रहे हैं, मतलब ये बिग सर्वर रखा हुआ है यहाँ पे कंपनी का मैनेजमेंट सर्विस, और ये वर्चुअल मशीन जो क्लाउड से रिलेटेड हो गई. बट मैनेजमेंट सर्विस का मतलब ये हो कि यहाँ पे कंपनी का सर्वर रखा हुआ है और
Some kind of management software. Okay, so management software, maybe it is just an example. So this is, they are giving example of DNA. Maybe you have some CRM software like Salesforce. Okay, so maybe some companies have different type of softwares in their offices. So the server can be used for any management services. Okay.
Okay, so it's like a software.
Okay, now let's jump on to, guys, now you understand all these devices. Okay, so these devices are categorized into different devices, and these devices, all your computer, laptop, all this stuff called endpoints. Okay, so your laptop, your tablet, your printer, your server, your virtual server, IP phone, this is a phone like landline, this is a video conferencing. Okay, scanner, maybe any type of gaming consoles, so Wi-Fi security cameras, all these devices are called
Endpoint device.
endpoints. So when you are a network engineer, all these devices, and when you read Cisco books, whenever they talk about endpoints, it means any end device which is used by users. Okay, so second is intermediary device. Okay, and these are also called network devices.
Network device.
So these devices are directly, indirectly helping you to connect these devices together. Yes or no? To connect all these endpoints, we need these devices, and to connect over the internet also. Mic off rakho, please.
Sir, can you please mute everyone?
How the session will be interactive then? You guys have to learn mute and unmute, right?
Yes, sir.
Amjad, mic off rakho. Saket, Jyoti, Dinesh, everyone, please put on my off. Turn off your mics. Okay, so now this is a switch. This is a layer 3 switch. This is a router. The same kind of virtual router is there. And where we use virtual router, anybody have an idea?
Cloud.
Yes, suppose you have 3 servers in AWS cloud. If you want to connect these servers in your company in Delhi, and you need to connect all these devices, so this is a different network, yes or no? If these servers are in cloud, they are in different network, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And your company in a different network. So when you connect a different network, you need which device? Router. So you will have a hardware router in your company, but do you think you will send router to AWS?
No, sir.
Courier karoge usko? You will send a courier, please place my router with your servers?
No.
No. You will use which device now? Virtual router in cloud. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
So, sir, virtual router will connect with the router, with the company router.
Yes. And how? This link is basically which connection? Public WAN.
Public WAN, sir.
Means internet. Okay. There are some private connectivity also which AWS provide, but for very big customers. Okay. So access point is clear to provide the Wi-Fi connectivity, and all these access, if you have 100 access point, which will be controlled by which device?
Wireless controller.
Wireless controller.
Very good. So which why firewall is used? To defend your company from attacks. Yes.
Malicious.
So simple word, defend your
Network.
They are, it's like a soldier, right? So IPS is basically a raw agent, which is going to check everything what is going in the network traffic, all the malicious and suspicious vulnerabilities or attacks, right? Which cannot be found by normal firewall. But nowadays, a combination of firewall, IPS and routers are coming. These devices are called
Next generation firewall.
Next generation firewall. And some server which are used for management connectivity, these servers or these technologies Cisco is using, that's called DNA, which we will discuss later on. So whenever you see a network diagram, when you see a network diagram with normal this type of link, suppose 2 routers are connected. Okay, when I say these devices are connected, so these devices are using which technology? Ethernet cable. Which cable? Ethernet cable. So when you see any diagram in a book, and when the cable is like this zigzag, this connectivity is called either WAN connection or serial connection.
Serial connection.
Okay, we will do the labs, we'll see all these things. And whenever you see this zigzag, okay, so this is basically a display of wireless signals.
Wireless link.
Clear?
Yes.
Okay, and all these devices are going to have different applications like FTP, okay, like a network time protocol, and these all applications, okay, like a website is using HTTPS, email using SMTP. We are going to discuss these things, and these are coming in which which is services. Okay. So all your FTP, HTTP, all these comes in under what?
Services.
Services. And all these services are mostly all services runs in which devices? Servers.
Servers.
Okay,
Yes,
or cloud
server.
servers.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell me, when you access maybe facebook.com or instagram.com, so you go with which type of service?
IP services.
HTTP,
HTTP.
HTTPS, right? We'll discuss about, and these things are called services, right? So means that to run an infrastructure, you should be able to understand about endpoints, network devices, cables, and services. Is this clear, everyone?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, sir.
हो गया? क्या हो गया? टाइम हो गया जाने का?
सर एक डाउट है.
Yeah.
हेलो.
Yeah.
क्या can we configure our public IP in a firewall instead of
Yes.
ISP router?
Everything is possible. Okay, so do you think we should understand the functions of networking?
Yes, definitely.
Characteristics of networking, you can say.
Yes.
So we should describe. So what is characteristics? Like how to identify the qualities and features of network. Yes or no? How you will come to know the company network is good or bad. How you will come to know the design is better or not. How you will come to know the availability is high or not. Okay, so this is a theory part, but I'll not waste time. So you should, this is your homework, you should learn this. So you can describe the qualities and feature of a network by considering these characteristics, and these characteristics are: first, the company design should be visible with the called topology. Yes. So the company design or the company topology should have a better design, so that you will be able to understand the data flow, how my traffic is going. Yes or no? Tell me, if my company have routers, okay, I just took internet connection and I took second internet connection. I mistakenly added this connection here. So do you think this router is of any use?
No, sir.
Agar maine dono connection, both connections I have added in this router, so do you think this router is of use? No.
No, sir.
So this is why the topology is very important. Yes or no? Topology means network diagram, so that you understand your physical connectivity. You understand about data flow, how my traffic is going from this path and how my traffic is going from this path. So the first characteristics of a network depends on which parameter? Topology. Okay. The second is depends on bandwidth, or you can call speed also. So the second is basically called bitrate or bandwidth. Okay, what is bitrate? Have you seen that whenever you buy the internet connection, they are available in 10 MB, 20 MB, 30 MB, 40 MB, right?
Yes, sir.
So basically bitrate, what is bit, guys? 0 and 1 is called
bit.
So 0 and 1 are known as bits, and every device, when they transfer data, they transfer, all computers understand binary language which sends a bit rate, right? Bits 0 and 1, 0 and 1, है ना? All machines understand 0 and 1. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and when we send data from one computer to another computer, so that data is transferred into which format? BPS, bits per second. And when you have 1000 bits per second, that's called 1 kilobytes per second. When you have 1000 kilobytes, you called 1 megabyte. But ultimately, every data is going into which category? Bits per second.
Zeros and one.
Yes. So this is also called bandwidth, some called speed also. So bandwidth, bit rate, speed, everything is similar. Yes. So don't get confused. Bandwidth, speed, and bit rate is the same thing. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now this is very important characteristic, that you should have good bandwidth in your company? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tell me which important thing we already discussed. What is very important for any company?
High availability.
Yes. So high availability is third important thing for any good network. That if your company have only one device, you need more devices to ensure the high availability. This is my #1 tip, right?
Yes,
This is already we discussed. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So 3 things are very important for any company network. If anybody asks you in interview, okay, tell me how any company network would be better. You will say the better topology, the better bandwidth, the better availability. Yes?
Yes.
Are you guys feeling sleepy?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir. Who is saying yes?
Reliability.
Okay, reliability. So what is reliability? Reliability means the network devices you are using, it should be branded, right? It should be more stable. We cannot rely on China products. Right? Yeah, some devices are China devices are also good, but I'm just joking. Okay. I hope nobody is from China here. Okay. 𝐍𝐞𝐭𝐰𝐨𝐫𝐤. Okay, for a network to be reliable, the reliability of all the network should be considered. Yes or no? Means all the routers would be better, the cables would be better, the firewall company would be better, the internet connection, everything needs to be reliable. Then only the company network will be more reliable. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And choosing high reliable redundant components, what does it mean?
Good component.
High availability.
High reliable,
Good
choosing
network
high
devices.
reliable redundant component. Redundant means multiple devices. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So very simple, guys. Whenever you see this word redundant, so it means multiple. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now read choosing high reliable multiple components. Components means network devices. Okay.
And media.
Okay. So there is a simple math. Do you have any interest to understand that? Simple math.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How company availability we come to know?
Yes, sir.
How my company will understand about availability. This is a very simple maths. Okay. So let's understand. This is very, very basic. यार किसके कुत्ते भौंक रहे हैं पीछे, माइक बंद करो नहीं तो मैं अपने दोनों छोड़ दूंगा क्लास में. Okay, so let's so you can see here. Okay, so this is a formula to get the availability. Okay, so now there are 2 examples. So suppose that this is a device reboots every hour. Suppose there is a one device, after 1 hour the device gets reboot automatically because of some problem, and it takes 5 minutes to reboot. Suppose, so the formula is uptime. Okay, so uptime means 24 hours. Yes or no? In a day, how many hours?
20 hours.
24. And in 24 hours, how many minutes the device is on? Because 5 minutes after 1 hour, 5 minutes is wasted to reload the device or because the device is getting restart.
1 hour.
तो हर 1 घंटे के बाद 5 मिनट खराब हो रहे हैं. After every minute, 5 minutes are getting wasted. So 24 hours means 55 minutes we are getting. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And this is uptime. Okay, this is uptime, and there is a total minutes in a day. So 24 into 60, this is total number of minutes we have. Yes?
Yes, sir.
So multiply by 100. So you can see 1320. So 1320 minutes my devices are up, but it should be up for 1440 minutes in a day. Yes or no? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
हमें कितना ऑन रखना था डिवाइस को?
1440.
We need availability of network device of 1140 minute, but what we are getting?
1320.
So it means if you multiply by 100, divide it and calculate. So what is my availability? 91%. Do you think this is good ratio for a company?
No.
No.
No, sir.
Now you got it? What is?
Yes.
And there is another thing, like this is the availability and this is this is a time between failures. Okay. This is not used too much when it comes to interviews, when it comes, so this word is more popular, availability. This is not too much popular, MTBF. Let's understand, but so MTBF is basically mean time between failure. So how much time we are wasting? So 24 into 60, total minutes in a day, 1440. And how many failures we are getting in a day?
24.
After every hour, 5 minutes. So 24. So 24 divided by 1440. So this is our 1 hour failure. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, focus on here. You guys can ignore this one. So, but yes, you should understand about how to get the availability. Okay, let me tell you, if my device is taking 7 minutes to boot, okay, and after every 4 hours, the device is getting reloaded for 7 minutes. Tell me the availability time right now. Let's see how much you know. So 24 into 60 and divided by 24 into
7.
53.
7 into
53.
Please check again. Because here my device is getting reloaded after 1 hour.
Yeah, 4 hours.
Here it is 4 hours. So 24 divided by 4 is 8.
Oh, 8
right?
into
We will
7.
multiply by 8, not 24. And how much time? 8 into 7 minutes, right? So this is how you calculate, okay? So you guys can, or very simple math you can guys do, like 7 minutes into 4, which is around total how many minutes per day? 28 minutes, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can calculate accordingly, and then you can check divided by 24, like 1 point something minutes we are getting wasted, and then you calculate like this. Okay, so just try to use this formula and try to solve 1 or 2. Okay, nobody will ask you this question, nobody will ask you to solve this. This is just for your understanding. Clear? Okay, this is a formula to get the availability. So what do you think? What should be more factors for company? What are more important characteristics? These are these. So the company network should be scalable. Means if your company have 50 devices, 50 employees. So if your company is increasing to 70 employees, so it means you do not need extra devices. Yes or no? Suppose you have 50 employees in company and you bought network devices. And when the company employees increases, will you again buy new devices, or you will buy the devices by considering the future?
Yeah, by considering the future, sir.
So devices आप अब advance लोगे पहले ही, or just time pass? You will buy advanced devices or just the time pass devices? Okay, let's use for 50. You will buy the advanced devices, and that's called scalability. Clear? Scalability means when the company grows, the network will grow automatically. That's called scalability. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, scalability indicates how easily the network can be accommodate more user. Yes or no? Can you say this line in interview if somebody asks?
Yes, sir.
Okay, security should be better. Yes or no? Else company will be attacked by attackers. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So the company should have a better security, better firewalls, IPS and all, so that company will not be affected by some kind of attacks like ransomware and all, right? So another characteristics is quality of service. Okay, tell me, there is a meeting going on, very important meeting going on, and in the same office, 4 guys are downloading data from Telegram and Torrent. So do you think the meeting should be affected because other engineers or other people are downloading data?
No, sir.
No, sir.
If we
Yes,
use
कौन
the
बोला है?
cost,
पकड़ो इसको.
sir, if you use the
Okay, so
cost, it
there
will
is a
not
meeting going on, and on the other side, somebody is downloading the data on a very high speed, and they want to have a meeting properly. There is $1 million meeting going on. So will you favor these guys, meeting guys, or will you favor the downloaders?
Meeting, sir. Meeting, sir.
Meeting is important, right?
Yes.
So in meeting room settings, or there are some technology or some parameters where we will implement quality of service. So what does that mean? When the meeting packet is going outside to internet, the router will process meeting traffic on priority and this traffic on second priority. Okay, so this type of terminology is called quality of
service. Quality of service.
Because we do not want my meeting to be get affected. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so now tell me cost. So cost is important or not, or will you buy Ferraris? So what is what I mean to say? If your budget of company is maybe $10,000, will you buy devices of $30,000?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
So this is very important. We need to make sure our company budgets. Then only we should plan the company networks. We should not buy very high advanced devices. Okay, I know many companies think that they can grow in 1 year, but still they should not buy the devices what Facebook are using. Correct?
Yes.
And very important thing that you should have nowadays, companies are using virtualization things because it will save cost. So network virtualization is also very helpful. So instead of if you want to have 4 machines window, suppose you want to have 4 applications. Okay, so what do? You will buy 4 servers, or you will have 4 applications in one server to save the cost.
4 application in one
Four
server.
application in one server.
Okay, don't worry if you feel like if server gets failed, don't worry. Nowadays, every server have 2 power supplies, multiple hard disks, okay, and multiple processor. If one processor fails, server will not go down. If one power supply fail, power is coming from another power supply. If hard disk fail, another hard disk is there. Clear? So don't you worry. Don't you think that, sir, if server goes down, why we are not buying 2? Because server already have redundant components inside the server. Clear?
Yes.
Clear, everyone, guys, today?
Yes,
Sir.
Clear.
Okay, so there is a small question which is like a quiz for you. Tell me the answer. Okay, so the answer should be, which 3 statements about network characteristics are true? So scalability indicates how many devices there are currently on the network? No.
No.
Scalability means how many more devices we will have.
We
Right?
can add. Yes, sir.
So quality of service tells you how well the network is defended.
No.
Quality of service
No,
will
sir.
defend the network.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, so bit rate is a measure of data rate in bits per
Yes, sir.
second of
Yes.
given
Yes, sir.
link in the
Yes,
network.
yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir. True.
How many we have to select? 3.
3.
Availability is measure of the probability that the network will be available for use when it is required. And reliability indicates to what extent you can count network components to perform well. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So what trick I used? I eliminated the wrong ones and automatically I got the right ones. Yes.
Yes.
प्राउड फील कर रहे हो ना तुम आज, सच्ची बताना.
Yes, sir.
बात ही छोड़ी होगी सर.
ये कितनी
ओके,
राइट पर्सन को सिलेक्ट कर लिया है.
हाँ,
Exactly.
yes.
what
We have chosen right person.
We are in
वीडियो
the right
YouTube में देखे थे
person.
सर, आज लाइव पढ़ रहे हैं.
हाँ, लाइव ही पढ़ रहे हैं. मैं कोई बॉट थोड़ी हूँ.
सर आपको YouTube पे देखते हुए सेलिब्रिटी की तरह फील आती थी ना अभी
सेलिब्रिटी का फील आ रहा था क्या?
Yes.
यार देसी आदमी हूँ।
Autograph, please.
Auto digital signature I will send you.
After 2 months.
Okay.
अतुल सर, अतुल सर,
हाँ हाँ
व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप ही बना रहे हैं ना?
पहला
हाँ I am sharing a WhatsApp group link right now. Okay, but please make sure only you join with the number what you have given in networkings. Okay.
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 अतुल सर, first
So will
class-
I send a email or right now you want me to send? I think I'll send email. Okay.
Email, it is better.
Email, sir.
email is
Email would be better.
अतुल सर,
Yes, yes,
Atul,
dear.
I want notes for first
Zero.
class also.
0 day.
So just yeah, so just open this link in browser. What link I am sharing with you? Okay, and you can just check your chat. You will see both the links.
No sir, we can see only
No,
one
no,
link.
click now. I just sent.
Just now updated.
Yes, we can see.
Yes, I got it. Got it.
Got it, sir.
अतुल सर,
सर ये लिंक एक्सपायर तो नहीं होगा ना?
नहीं नहीं क्यों होएगा यार?
अतुल सर मैं ना एक्चुअली मतलब लैपटॉप से मेरा क्लास में मोबाइल से रहा हूँ तो ये तो इस पे नहीं आएगा ना सर?
नहीं नहीं, you can open this in like this link in mobile also. Link है यार, कहीं भी open हो जाता है.
Sir,
नहीं कर पाते हैं सर मोबाइल से?
What?
sir.
Okay, so guys,
And
do you
book
think
also,
we
sir.
have background noise while class going on? Because of you people, but are you getting background noises from my side?
No sir.
No.
No sir, no sir.
Okay, yes, okay.
Your sound is very good.
Atul sir, CCNA book also, which you
Yeah,
have-
I will send in the email. I will send. Okay, WhatsApp group link. Okay, notes link I have already shared. Okay, I will send WhatsApp group link and a CCNA Google Drive link where you will see all the notes. Okay, like CCNA book, CCNA labs. Okay, but okay, so I want to have one question. Do you want a material like little or you want all material एक साथ?
Little material.
Want all material in one shot or you want slowly I give according to the chapters because you will
To the chapters.
according to the chapter.
yes, so this is even I am thinking to give you
Yes, sir.
content accordingly. Okay, if I give you all data, you will feel like you will leave what we call, you will not have curiosity to get more data. Right? So I want you to have the curiosity to learn and curiosity to get the data on daily basis or on every class.
Yes.
So and that CompTIA PDF file you have shared, no, first day class. That
Yeah. I'll share that also.
Sir, everything
I
shared
will
in
share
mail,
that link in WhatsApp group. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Why we are creating WhatsApp group? To send good wishes to each other, or are we making this to discuss the doubts, or maybe we can share files with each other, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Hmm.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, what is the course module, sir?
Which is the topic we are learning?
Yes, sir.
Sir, day zero you have discussed already.
Yeah. This is day 0 network funded. Day 1, like we started CCNA, guys. This is the chapter name. I don't know. This is, I think, implementing Cisco solution. Kuch chapter hai.
Sir, OSI model.
We'll discuss OSI model tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
वो टॉपिक अच्छे से समझना है सर.
Sir, actually, I want to know.
Sir, I have a question.
One by one, dear. Yeah. Tell me.
Sir,
Actually, I want to know, sir, how many topics will cover in the CCNA, like BGP, VRA, VLANs?
This is already we discussed. Please watch day 0 introduction class.
Yes.
Okay, we discussed already. Okay, so what topics we learn? I think in day 0 we discussed, right, guys?
Yes, sir. We discussed.
Yes, sir. In day 0.
Sir, Atul sir.
Yeah. Tell me.
अतुल सर, एक्चुअली मैंने ना आपकी जो डे 0 क्लास थी वो अटेंड नहीं की थी, तो रिकॉर्डेड क्लासेस देखी थी मैंने, बट बड़ी अच्छी तरह मतलब समझ में आया जो भी आपने समझाया था. लेकिन सर मैं एक्चुअली थोड़ा ना करियर के बारे में पूछ नहीं पाया था क्योंकि मैं बिल्कुल बिगनर हूँ, तो मैं अगर आप 2 मिनट दे सको अभी इसी क्लास में. So sir,
Tell me.
actually
So I'm adding guys because these are sessions like we have gone in. So this is the session, right? ये किया था हमने. Sorry. So guys, I have only 10 minutes because I have another class. If you don't mind, we'll discuss tomorrow. I'll join 4:15 tomorrow.
I
You
have
take
one
your
question
15 minutes doubts, okay?
Okay.
related to
Sir,
today's class one.
मैं sir पूछ लूँ?
Yeah. Related to today, what you want?
Sir, can you open the network diagram once? What you have shown the network.
Okay.
Sir, about layer 3 switch. Layer 3. So what is the major significance here? Why I need to use the layer 3 switch?
Because what happens?
Layer 3 switch
Yeah,
will
basically
do both
what
switching
happens,
and
this is a network, this is a different network, so these all are different network. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so if they want to access internet, you need to share these 3 networks to router, then only they can access internet.
Yes, sir.
And who will send these 3 different for 4 network information to router? This layer 3 switch.
Okay.
We can use router instead of MLS3, sir.
No. We should use a layer 3 switch because you can see multiple ports are getting used, 4 ports.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
But in router, we do not have too many ports.
Okay.
Only 2 ports.
So now tell me, if you are maybe 20 departments in your company, okay, or maybe 20 to 30 switches. So how you will connect all switches to router, because router does not have too many ports.
Yes.
So you need a mediator, and this mediator is layer 3 switch, where you connect all the networks, you share all information to layer 3, okay, and this layer 3 share information to router, and router go to internet.
Yeah, I think
Clear?
first class में बोला था आपने layer 2 यानी कि broadcasting, layer 3 यानी कि
Sir.
unicast.
Yes.
Sir, then one question. Sir, then a layer 3 switch can connect to another layer 3 switch also?
Yes.
Because
layer 3 can be connected. If you have a very big network, maybe you have a different
like
building,
GeoFiber
you have multiple switches there. So all these switches are also connected with this layer 3, and this layer 3 is connected with this layer 3. Both are sending data to router.
Okay. Right. Because
see, you will understand these designs when we are going to configure it. If you try to imagine these things, you will not be able to understand. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm closing the session for today. I have
Thank
class
you.
in
Goodbye,
next
sir.
5 minutes.
Goodbye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Hello, Atul sir.
हाँ जी बोलो.
अरे वो एक बार
कितना बजे आइएगा
फंडामेंटल
सर?
वाले जो फंडामेंटल नेटवर्क्स वाले एक बार नोट्स जो थे ना अपने जो पीडीएफ थी वो भी एक बार नोट्स
डाल दिया भाई. नोट्स पे क्लिक करके तो देखो एक बार.
सर मैंने क्लिक करो मेरे को दिखा.
दोबारा देख लो, ईमेल भेज ही रहे हैं लिंक की, नहीं तो